The Mosin Nagant is the most legendary rifle in the history of the world. First developed in 1882 to 1891 by a car company called Fabrique d'Armes Emit et Leon Nagant, which is based in Belgium. In 1877, the Russians and the Romanians were fighting the Russo-Turkish War with single-shot Bernen's rifles. The Russians and the Romanians were slaughtered by the Romanian Winchester repeating rifles. Battles such as the Siege of Pleven were bloody massacres for the Russian army that made them decide to update the rifle to the Mosin Nagant. So the Russian Empire put out the contract for a new weapon. 3 weapons were submitted, kind of like today when the US Army sends out a contract for new updated weapons. One from a Captain Sergei Ivan Mosin, one from Leon Nagant, and one from a Captain Zinovui. Sorry for my pronunciation because I can't read Russian very well. The trials were very split, with elevators disagreeing on different elements for the rifles. This forced the Russians to pay Leon Nagant for his entire design at the agreed upon price of 200,000 rubles. The rifle is known as the Mosin, and the Mosin Nagant title was propagated largely by Nagant, who wanted to attach their name to the military rifle. But the Russian Empire, with its infinite scumbaggery, lowballed the hell out of Sergei Leon and only paid him 30,000 rubles. The official design of the Mosin Nagant is a 3-line rifle, model 1891. The term 3-line referred to the caliber, which is normally 0.3 inches. That's measuring the bore diameter before the rifling grooves were created. At the time, the Russians' rifles speak in line, denoted 0.10 inches. The Mosin Nagant has been in service from 1891 to the present day. It was in production from 1891 to 1973, which is an extremely long time. They mass-produced about 37 million units, which is a lot of units. I'm telling you, that's a lot. It is the most mass-produced bolt-action weapon in the history of the world. It's been used in various conflicts all over the world. I would say it's a mass-killing machine. I would say that this weapon has killed more people than World War II and World War I combined, from the looks of it. That's been mass-produced 37 million, and if every weapon at least killed one person, it killed 37 million people. It's freaking ridiculous. It's mind-boggling to think about it, how much this weapon has been produced, and it's complete awe for me when you think about it. That's the beginning of this video. I want to go a little overview of the Mosin Nagant and who made this weapon, why they made this weapon. It's a modern weapon of its time. It's been tested through its time. I would say the most widely used weapon in the history of the world, even more so than the AK-47, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. Remember to like this video and subscribe to Steadfast Courage if you like in-depth videos like this to enjoy on a daily basis, and leave a nice little comment for me to respond to. Alrighty then, let's get to this video. Let's continue with this video. And check out steadfastcourage.com. It's my online store. I built it myself. It's pretty nice. I'm pretty proud of myself. I've done something like this. And mind you, buy yourself a little something from that store. You know, a little something. Help this guy make his dream happen. Alrighty then, let's continue. This very model was produced in 1942. There's a little stamp right here of approval from 1942. This has seen World War II, and it has seen a lot. If this thing could tell a story, imagine what it could tell, you know? Who it was issued to the first time, where it was mass produced the first time. This weapon could tell one hell of a story, and I would love to hear that story. I'd like to thank my broski,
Lee and Roche's Fishing Bonanza,
Roche, for letting me borrow his Mosin Nagant. Thanks a lot, Roche. And it did not disappoint. I took it out to the range as well. It's a pretty good weapon. This weapon is 48.5 inches long. It's freaking long. Look at that. It's up to my chest, standing up straight. I'm 5'11", and this thing's almost as long as me. It's a freaking musket. I can only imagine how it feels to run into battle with such a giant weapon. And this thing's tough. This thing's freaking tough. You got a steel butt plate in the back, a wooden stock, and it feels like if you ran out of bullets, you can actually charge into combat with this thing with a bayonet in hand. Let me tell you, that sounds a bit intense right there if you're asking me. But it feels good. I like how it feels. I don't like how long it is. When you do a comparison between a modern day weapon, let's say my ACR, the ACR is 34 inches and a half. The ACR and a half has an 18-inch barrel. Mosin Nagant has a 30-inch barrel, which is extremely long. You'll be doing a very good job clearing houses with this weapon, unless you just shoot through the walls. And also comes in the awesomest stripper clips around. It has a 5-round stripper clip. It's pretty nice. I swear to God, I love stripper clips. I love loading. I don't know whose idea was it. Oh wait, it was me. And smooth. Old weapons are a pain in the balls because of the capacity and because of the bolt action. Because every time you pull back the bolt, you lose your sight picture. I shoot too high. Lower it. 4 feet too high, but you're on it. I'm not extremely accurate with a weapon of this stature, as you can see. As you see with the footage, it's fun to shoot. It doesn't hurt your shoulder. As you guys can see, the size comparison between the 7.62 by 54R is really a sizable round. What I got here next to it is the 7.62 by 51, the 5.56, we'll do 5 ACP, and the 9mm. It's quite amazing if you ask me. Steel casing, full metal jacket, tool ammo, which is easy to find, and it's very cheap. $14 for 20, and that's a steal. And you can find it too. In today's age, you can find it without any problems. Oh, I like to thank my buddy Roche for this. If you want to know who Roche is, he's on my other channel, Speciously. We went fishing, and it's quite a video. If you want to watch it, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to see. It's such an iconic weapon. You don't ever hear about the Mosin Nagant. All I ever hear about the Mosin, well, from other channels, all I've seen about the Mosin Nagant is that it's nothing special. You can buy these for 200 bucks. They drone on about it, blah 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 blah. They never go into detail of what makes this weapon so special. It defeated Nazi Germany. It helped defeat Nazi Germany. It made the world a better or worse place depending on your opinion. Of course, depending on if you don't believe what Russian does. I don't believe what Russia does. You know, they're evil people. The Russian government are evil people. Communism's evil, alright? It's a stamp of communists. This weapon has done a lot of killing in its time. It's probably done the most mass killings in the history of the world. It's old as hell. It's an antique. This weapon is an antique, and it still performs better than some weapons of today. My problem with it is I need an optic on it. Iron sights are no bueno for me. It's a great collector's item, in my opinion. I would love to keep this for myself. I took this weapon out to about 590 meters. Target's about 560 meters out. It's so far out that I can't barely see the little guy. I hurt my nuts. The other ones. High to the left. It's set up to 500 meters and it fires higher than. So you got it right on the target. And the target is right there. And it shoots way up there. It compensates extra 5 feet for you. I don't like it. I think all old weapons are like that. This damn magazine keeps coming undone every time I fire it. Where'd that one go? To the right. Was I on it?
To the right.
Was I on it though?
Yeah.
And the round doesn't drop. They say the round drops, okay? Because, you know, round drops from a certain distance. But I didn't see that with this weapon. There was no 5-foot droppage. I think they're just saying that. They're regurgitating. I think people just regurgitate what other people tell them to say. Because I didn't see the round droppage. I didn't have no round droppage. I actually had a straight shot. But I gotta practice so much more with long distance shooting. Long distance shooting is extremely difficult, especially for me, especially with iron sights. I know you guys could say, "Oh, he sucks at shooting. He's terrible at shooting." Take any weapon with iron sights. Let's say you go out and buy one of these Mosin Nagants. Take it out to 595 meters or 600 meters. Try to shoot it and actually hit the target. I swear to God, it's so hard. Long distance shooting is not my thing. I'm not a sniper. Anyways, again, check out my t-shirt store on steadfastcourage.com. You can get your very own Barboncito t-shirt and check out my new t-shirt. It's my catchphrase, peace through fire's priority, right there with the West flag on the right side of the arm, and a little homage to Steadfast Courage, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, check it out. It's pretty sweet. Trying to make this happen. It'd be real nice if people could help out with making this happen. Alright, remember to like and subscribe. Steadfast Courage. And remember, peace through fire's superiority. Speciously out.